15 minutes on the clock, boys. My hair, we're not having it today. Last night I stayed up till like 5 a.m. playing a video game that made me cry, so that's fun. I haven't done one of these 15-minute thingies in a long time. Mostly just because I've been busy putting out other content, which is fun. I've been like in a great mood at times, or then I'm like super irritable like I am today. But I'm just tired because I stayed up really late, which is not ideal. I should probably be sleeping, but nobody's in the house right now, which is a rarity for me these days. And I honestly just like wish things were back to normal. I miss having a house with just me and my boyfriend, but also it's not like, you know, I'm actively making money right now to make that happen, so I'm also part of the problem. I also realized I haven't eaten, and it's almost 2 o'clock, I think, in the day. So go figure. Of course I'm irritable. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. Hungry girl. I honestly don't know what to talk about because I feel like life has just been kind of like I'm living in the moment, but living in the moment they don't like tell you. Because I feel like I see a lot of this like romanticizing your life and living in the moment. But living in the moment isn't always romanticizing your life. Sometimes you're just kind of in a pretty mess spot. So it doesn't feel like fun. But I think it's still important to live in the moment despite that, even if you're going through shit times, because I mean, like, I don't want to be the, like, cliche, like, it's a part of the journey thing, but I guess it kind of is. Like, you just start to kind of learn to go with the flow on it and just, like, accept it for what it is. And right now is one of those moments where I'm, like, just kind of not having a great time. It's not awful. Like, I don't want to sit here and pretend and be like, oh, woe is me, everything is the worst. Like, I'm doing okay, at the very least. But you know, life is just not where I want it to be right now. I could certainly be doing a lot better in many places. I'm going with purple. Not a purple person usually on my eyeshadow, or at least the shade that I have. Who the fuck is jamming to their music loud around me? Do they not know that I'm upset? I guess they don't care. I'm ending up kind of looking like a fluorite crystal with the purple and blue. Not intentional, but here we are with it. And I feel I may soon cry this makeup off today, because I cried last night like a baby playing a video game. Only fair though, because the video game was like about this girl who's like writing a book, or she's like writing in her journal, and she's also writing a story, but alongside the story that she's writing, this like fantasy story, she also writes in her journal about her grandma who is really sick and then ends up passing away, and her coping with that, like learning how to cope with that. And some of you know I lost my grandpa last year, and that video game just hit me really hard on a lot of levels. And you know, it was just a simple cute game, but there was a lot of feeling in it. It's hard losing someone because, like, I feel like with my grandpa, I never really opened up that much about it online just because There was a lot that happened that was associated with that time that was just bad in my life. It was hard, so yeah, and like I didn't really like I spent time with my grandpa growing up a lot, but also I didn't know my grandpa that well as a person. He had dementia, so anyone who knows what that disease is knows what I'm talking about. It's really hard because it like eats away at your brain and makes you forget things. So like towards the last, couple of years maybe in his life, couple of months coming closer to him passing away, he like had trouble even remembering my name. Like knew who I was, but he couldn't remember my name. So and same with my family, even those closer to him, his children. He thought they were like younger than they actually were, that they were still young. So it's painful to everyone around. So like I said, it was hard because I feel like I never got to know him as a person, and maybe when this disease wasn't quite as bad, I was too young to like fully comprehend his personality. And I there are bits of him that I do remember very well, like that shone through his dementia, I guess. Which is like he was always very mischievous, like very a playful kind of spirit, and wanted to play pranks on all of us grandchildren. I remember my brother used to be scared of, like, I don't know if y'all know those, like, singing fish, like, it's like on a plank or a plaque, and then they just sing, like, if you press the button, they sing, "Don't worry, be happy." And my brother was scared of that fish for whatever reason, so my grandpa would, like, he would chase him around the house with the fish, like, while it was singing. And he was just, like, crazy like that. Like, he just wanted to cause problems, but not in a bad way, I guess. It was more or less just, like, he was just wanted to create a good laugh, I guess. And my grandpa's always been, like, a stubborn energy and, like, I don't know. I miss him a lot. I'm gonna cry off the makeup that I already put on. Who cares? I'm not going anywhere, so. I also didn't expect this thing to be about my grandpa. Literally just, like, came out of nowhere, but I played a game last night to do with death, so it's just, like, I guess to be expected, you know? I'm not done with putting on eyeshadow. I'm not satisfied with how it looks. In other news, I've been learning how to make my own video games, which is kind of hard. Like, no shit, it's hard. But also, holy shit, it's kind of hard. But it's really fun to, like, learn game development and, like, what goes in to the process of creating a game. Not that I'm ever probably gonna have anything out, so to speak, as like a... Like, I don't know, it feels like sometimes when people in the entire world, like in society, are encouraged to, anytime you're looking into anything, to use it as a form of selling to somebody else. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but, at least this time with video games and stuff like that, that's definitely not my intention at this point in time. Like, I really want to get into it just to learn... like, how to do it, and I've loved video games. I've played them my entire life. They have saved my life many of times because I was a depressed kid, you know, and I didn't really have a lot of friends. So... literally anything that could help was amazing for me. I owe video games a lot in my life. The purple I have kind of sucks. Oh, shit. This turned from looking blue to looking black, and that was not the intention. I don't know if this is gonna be a look, I'll be honest. Honestly, girls, we tried it. I don't know. I'm out here pretending like I know what I'm doing. I don't. And we are gonna end this video with me not having a completed makeup look. Maybe I'll just show it at the end. Like, I'll stop recording and then show what it turns out to be in the end. I don't know. If you are also grieving, let yourself grieve, you know? It's almost been a year since my grandpa has passed away. But I still feel the feels, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something that just goes away overnight, and I still grieve, and I miss him a lot. And I see him in my dreams sometimes, but, like, you know, it's not always the same. You just miss how you used to, like, be able to see certain people. You just see the amount of eyeshadow that I threw on my face, because I was so busy, like, talking about Gramps that I just did not even give a second of like, what am I going to do to make this look good. So, the eye, how it looks, not a fan. I'm gonna take it off and redo it all over again, but I'm just not gonna show that process. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Bye.